flowing time. So everything in life has cycles. They're patterns, they're ways of expressing. And basically what controls... Can you open it now? Basically what controls life is the cosmic current. And this cosmic current is motion. It's everything that moves. Without motion, we would have nothing. So the motion are the electrons. And this is basically the science of life force and the cosmic current. Like, we're connecting it with science now. It's not just like a metaphysical concept. So what this is that the cosmic current is flowing through all of us, and our life force is this current. This is our sexual energy. This is the chi, the life force, the prana, the mana. And as this flows through us, the electrons in our bodies are either abundant or scarce. Just like our life force, because our life force is also scarce when we are being drained by money and other stresses in our life. Like, anything that's draining your life force is actually stealing your electrons. It's basically causing free radicals in your body, because all of your cells have a positive and negative charge. And when toxins from your environment in specific ways of thinking, vibrations of thinking, vibrationally affects the electrons in your cells, and when they lose their electrons, they're losing their life force. They're losing their connection to source. So our connection to source is through the electrons. And as you might be basically going through your process of oxidation, the aging process, that is what free radicals cause in the body. So your cell loses that electron, creates it to be a free radical, and then what happens is a domino effect, because now that cell does not have its electron, it'll go and steal other electrons. That's lack and scarcity in the body. Lack and scarcity block the electrons from flowing through you, the life force that flows through you. So what happens when we are going through our process of everyday life and stress out about certain things, these electrons, there's less and less of them, and they start stealing from each other. What is within is without. Why do we steal from each other without? Why do we try to take each other's life forces? Because we lack in electrons. We are lacking in these electrons, so we
Electrons.
Electrons, baby.
I had to say something.
These electrons actually lack in our bodies, so we start behaving like we are our electrons. Are your electrons abundant, or are they scarce? Are they lack or infinite abundance? Life force flowing through you. This is really the science of chi. The Qi Gong connects you to life force. So you can actually clear your channels in your body, your life force in your body. And as you have an abundance of electrons in your body, you can actually tune in to the cosmic current.
Only because I know how to do Photoshop.
Yeah. So the cosmic current is something that you can tap into, and that's what Qigong is. That's what Reiki is.
Wow.
That is many different aspects of tapping into the chi work in your body, right? So the thing is that water is the carrier of the electrons. Water is the soluble that the electrons travel through. So electrons and water go hand in hand. Electricity and water, light and water, which that's why this information, he's been getting downloads about electrons, I'm getting downloads about water. It's because we're tapping into the life force, the science of the life force. So when you are tapping into this universal life force in your body, you can invite more of it in, and it actually reacts to your intention, because as soon as you intentionally invite it in and prepare your body to receive it, like Qigong and tapping in different areas and hydrating, of course, you're actually inviting that in because it's water, and water reacts to your intention. So imagine what would happen if you drank water with electrons in it. Imagine what would happen if you drank the life force. Imagine what would happen if you were literally fueling yourself with the life force that you are so tapped into. Water is the way to this life force energy, this infinite abundant energy. Water is abundance, because money is a manifestation of how much life force you're cycling in your body, how much life force you're holding, and how much you're able to channel that and manifest it. Because a lot of people hold a lot of life force, but they might still be in lack in other areas. This is just one of the channels that happen. This is just one of the aspects of it. So how do you hack abundance? You clean your body. You create universal flow through you. Get rid of the blockages. If you have any constipation or anything, or like cholesterol or anything like that, arthritis, migraines, headaches, fatigue, anything, it's because you're dehydrated. So if life is water, drink from the fountain of youth. Drink from this. So really, stress is aging you, right? Well, the lack of life force is aging you. So when you're born, you're all water. When you die, you're actually like a dried up raisin, right? Less water, dehydrated. And what happens is that how to hack or how to stay young forever is through water, because water is the elixir of life. But the key here is it has to have a negative charge. People can try to debunk this, but this just keeps coming back for us. When we test water and it has a positive charge, then that means it doesn't have an abundance of electrons. When it has a negative charge, it has this abundance of electrons. And when it has this abundance of electrons, it's life force, it's universal chi that's flowing through it. What is that?
It's my drawing.
What is it?
It's a picture of a person. And so this is the different sources of electrons you get.
Mm-hmm.
So we've been doing this all our whole life, breathing, ether, prana, breath. We've been absorbing this majority of our life. We've been drinking this our whole life. We've been
standing on it
our whole life. And it's been in our reality our whole, like these are all the different ways that your body gets electrons.
Okay.
Water, fruit.
Yeah.
Ground.
It's all chi food.
But that picture just came to me.
It's all easy water. So, that's the other thing, is that
It's so cool.
Yeah, baby, that's amazing. That's a really good visual. The thing is that when you're eating foods with chi in them, you're also bringing in abundance. This is why people who do breath work, they tell you, like, all you have to do is do breath work. This is your abundance. Life force will just flow through you. That is your abundance. That's what they're tapping into. They're tapping into the universal life force, and when you don't eat, you hold more life force. But when you breathe deeply, you're holding life force, because as soon as you were born, you took that first breath of air. In that first breath of air, your cycles started. The cycles of your life here on earth, on this plane. And if you've ever heard of the law of 7, every 7 days you go through a cycle. Every 7 years you go through a cycle. And then there's also 7 cycles in the year. So we all have these rhythms, the cosmic pulse, which is motion, which is the electrons that flow through us. And as it creates these pulses, this is the cosmic current, and that we are all aligned with. We are all riding the cosmic current together. We are not separate. We are together. And when we are together in this cosmic current, all we have to do is surrender to it, and we will all be aligned. Cohesive resonance with each other. Our waters will start to structuralize, and we will start to become resonant with each other. We won't be doing the same things because it's a grand geometric mathematical architecture. That's what the cosmic current is. It's just perfectly architectured in a beautiful fractal. And these fractals have their cycles, right? They spiral. This is the wisdom of the water. It spirals. Oh my gosh. This is a really good flow. Baby, wow.
Chakra spin.
I know. And that's what living water does. Water with electrons in it. Oh, there's so many opinions out there on water, you guys. I just really want to invite you guys, if you have not tried Kangen water, just be open. Just be open. All you have to do is try it. All you have to do is drink it. Seriously, that seriously comes from my heart. Just anyway, she gets judged a lot. So the wisdom of the cycles are actually the vortexes that the water goes through, and every single time the water spirals, it's a new cycle. So really, by studying the cycles, I'm studying water's vortexes, and each cycle is a specific. Are you showing me this?
The cap.
Oh yeah, look at the cap. Look at all those spirals. Dude, it's all the water cycle. Whoa. This is so cool. Everything is the water cycle. Every single sign in astrology is the water cycle. It's just a different variation of water under pressure. And some signs are cardinal, some signs are mutable, some signs are fixed. But basically throughout the year, we're all going through the water cycle, and we change under pressure. And based on where the planets are in your astrological sign, it's going to affect specific metals. And these metals and minerals are in our body, and each mineral is associated with a specific emotion. So these cycles, when people study these cycles, they're studying the water alchemy in the body that happens every single year. We all go through these cycles of water. So to know water is to know life. To know how it functions, to know how to predict things, tapping into psychic, we can tap into water. So what's the next cycle that we're going through? Really, what are these psychics tapping into? They're tapping into cycles. And if you just educate yourself on the cycles and the way that energy expresses itself, like the life force in our bodies, and understand electric water, understand Kangen water, understand living water. This is why this is why we can comprehend this, is because we're literally learning about ourselves. That's what Kangen water is. When you study Kangen water, you're literally learning everything about yourself. It leads you to, when you really tune into her and you really go down those wormholes with her,
Yep.
Wow, she speaks so loudly. Wow. Everything is connecting so divinely. Wow. And I'm about to secrete tomorrow, my sacred secretion, and get my purd. And my birthday is on Tuesday.
Happy birthday. That was good. I was just kind of watching, but
I know, but I mean,
hold
a lot of these.
hold the frequency.
You were.
I'm gonna make this on Photoshop.
Baby, a lot of these connections come from just him learning so much about electrons and the scientific left brain way. I know, and I just download it.
Yeah, that's all I've been doing.
I know.
Left brain. All my books are left brain.
He's left. I'm right.
But right now, the Earth is more left. It's transitioning, so
I know.
I'm helping the transition.
You are right. You think like people do. And dude, what's crazy is that he's the one who gave me the advice on posting the perspective thing today about everything we do is sacred. And I got so many like reposts and likes and stuff, messages.
You
I was
tap
like,
into your
oh.
audience because
So I
that's
just,
where I meet.
well, I just have to share what it's like to be a right.
Yeah.
All I have to do is share the way I think. Consciousness, perspective. Hey, look at it this way. Anyway, that was a really amazing flow. I want to thank Source, Life Force, water, everything. Thank you.
Me?
Thank you. Everything. Very fortunate.
Mm-hmm.
Love you guys.